Imagine this, you're at a bustling party, music fills the air, conversations flow around you, you meet someone new. The atmosphere is electric, filled with laughter and the clinking of glasses. They tell you their name, you laugh and chat. The connection feels genuine and you think to yourself, I should remember this moment. Then moments later, you've forgotten their name. You try to recall it, but it slips away like sand through your fingers. It's a common experience, this fleeting nature of memory. We often wonder why some details stick while others fade so quickly. Our brains are constantly bombarded with information. Every second we're processing countless stimuli from our environment. Sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures flood our senses. It's a sensory overload that our brains must manage. Most of this information is processed fleetingly. Our minds prioritize what seems most important at the moment. Then it vanishes without a trace. These ephemeral moments are lost in the vast sea of our subconscious. But some experiences leave a lasting impression, becoming etched into the fabric of our minds. These are the moments that shape us. How does the brain decide what to remember and what to forget? This selective process is both fascinating and mysterious. This is the mystery of memory. Scientists are continually exploring how our brains encode, store, and retrieve information. It's a complex process involving a symphony of neurons firing in concert. Each memory is a unique pattern of neural activity. Understanding this process can help us harness the power of our minds. It can improve our ability to learn and retain information. It allows us to retain information, learn new skills, and shape our identities. Our memories are the building blocks of who we are. In this exploration of memory, we'll delve into the intricate workings of this remarkable ability. We'll uncover the secrets behind our most cherished memories. We'll discover how we remember, why we forget, and how to improve this essential cognitive function. Join us on this journey to better understand the marvel that is human memory. The process of memory can be broken down into three key stages: encoding, storage, and retrieval. These stages work together seamlessly to help us retain and recall information. Think of it like a computer. Just as a computer processes data, our brain processes information. Encoding is like typing information into a document. It's the initial step where information is transformed into a format that can be stored. Storage is like saving the document to the hard drive. This is where the information is kept for future use. Retrieval is like opening the document later to view the information. It's the process of accessing stored data when needed. First, our senses perceive information from the environment. This sensory input is the raw data that our brain will process. This could be anything from a beautiful sunset to a friend's phone number. Every detail we notice is a piece of information that can be encoded. This information is then encoded or transformed into a neural code that the brain can understand. Encoding is crucial because it allows the brain to make sense of the sensory input. Encoding is the process of converting sensory information into a form that can be stored in the brain. Next comes storage, where this encoded information is kept safe. This is the retention of encoded information over time. The brain has an incredible capacity to store vast amounts of data. Like a vast library, the brain stores countless memories. Each memory is like a book on a shelf, ready to be accessed when needed. These range from childhood experiences to the knowledge we acquire throughout life. Every piece of information we learn is stored for future reference. Finally, retrieval is the ability to access stored information when needed. This is the moment when we remember and use the information we've stored. This could be remembering the name of a childhood friend or recalling the steps to solve a math problem. Retrieval allows us to use our stored knowledge in everyday life. Each stage is crucial for the overall functioning of memory. Without encoding, storage, and retrieval, our ability to learn and remember would be impossible. Our senses are the entry points for all that we remember. Sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch provide the raw data that our brains transform into memories. Imagine the smell of freshly baked bread. This sensory experience activates olfactory receptors in your nose. These receptors send signals to the brain. The brain interprets these signals as the pleasant aroma of bread. Visual information is processed in the visual cortex. auditory information is processed in the auditory cortex. The brain doesn't just passively record these sensory experiences, it actively processes them. It associates them with existing knowledge and emotional responses. The strength of the encoding depends on various factors. These include attention, emotional significance, and repetition. For example, you're more likely to remember a vivid dream if it evokes strong emotions. You are also more likely to remember a phone number if you repeat it several times. The brain has two primary storage systems for memories: short-term memory and long-term memory. Short-term memory is like the brain's notepad. It holds a limited amount of information for a short period, typically a few seconds to a minute. This information either fades away or is transferred to long-term memory. Long-term memory is like a vast warehouse where memories are stored more permanently. This type of memory has a virtually unlimited capacity. It can last for a lifetime. Long-term memories are not static, unchanging entities. They can be modified and updated with new information and experiences. The hippocampus, a seahorse-shaped structure deep within the brain, plays a crucial role in transferring information from short-term to long-term memory. Think of the hippocampus as the brain's librarian. It helps organize and consolidate new memories, making them more stable and accessible over time. Retrieving a memory is like following a trail of breadcrumbs through the intricate network of the brain. When we try to remember something, the brain reactivates the neural pathways that were activated when the memory was first formed. The more frequently a memory is retrieved, the stronger these neural connections become, making the memory easier to recall in the future. However, retrieval is not always a perfect process. Memories can be influenced by a variety of factors. These factors include our current mood, our environment, and even our expectations. For example, you're more likely to recall happy memories when you're in a good mood, and you are more likely to remember sad memories when you're feeling down. The enigma of forgetting when memories fade. Forgetting, despite its frustrating nature, is a normal and even necessary part of memory. Imagine if you remembered every single detail of every day of your life. Your mind would be overflowing with useless information. Forgetting helps to declutter the brain, making room for new and more relevant information. One of the primary reasons we forget is the failure to encode information properly in the first place. If we don't pay attention to something, or if it's not meaningful to us, it's less likely to be encoded strongly. This makes it less likely to be stored in long-term memory. Another reason for forgetting is interference. This occurs when new information interferes with the retrieval of old information or vice versa. For example, if you learn a new language, it might interfere with your memory of a language you learned previously. The upside of forgetting, making room for the new. Forgetting might seem like a flaw in our cognitive abilities, but it actually serves several important purposes. By clearing out irrelevant or outdated information, forgetting allows our brains to function more efficiently, focusing on the information that is most relevant to our current needs. Moreover, forgetting can facilitate creativity and problem-solving. By letting go of rigid patterns of thought, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and innovative solutions. Imagine trying to solve a complex puzzle while clinging to outdated methods. Forgetting those old methods might be the key to finding a fresh perspective and ultimately cracking the code. Boosting your memory power, tips and tricks. While forgetting is a natural part of life, there are ways to enhance our memory and retain information more effectively. By incorporating certain techniques into our daily routines, we can significantly improve our ability to remember and recall information. One of the most effective strategies is spaced repetition. This method involves reviewing information at increasing intervals, which helps to solidify the memory trace in the brain. By spacing out study sessions, you give your brain time to process and store the information more efficiently. This technique is particularly useful for learning new languages or studying for exams. Another powerful technique is visualization. By creating vivid mental images of what we want to remember, we engage more areas of the brain, making the memory more robust and easier to retrieve. Visualization can be particularly effective when trying to remember complex concepts or detailed information. For example, if you want to remember to buy groceries on your way home, Imagine yourself walking through the supermarket and picking out each item on your list. This mental walkthrough can help reinforce the memory and make it easier to recall later. Additionally, adequate sleep is crucial for memory consolidation. During sleep, the brain works to transfer information from short-term to long-term memory and to strengthen existing memories. Ensuring you get enough restful sleep each night can greatly enhance your memory retention. Regular exercise also benefits memory by improving blood flow to the brain and promoting the growth of new brain cells. Physical activity has been shown to enhance cognitive function and protect against memory decline. By incorporating these tips and tricks into your daily routine, you can boost your memory power and improve your overall cognitive health. Remember, a healthy mind leads to a more fulfilling life. Unlocking the secrets of memory. Memory is a fundamental aspect of what makes us human. It shapes our identities, guides our actions, and connects us to the past. By understanding the science of memory, we can gain a deeper appreciation for this remarkable ability and learn how to enhance its power. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the brain, we will undoubtedly uncover even more secrets about how we remember and forget. This knowledge will empower us to live richer, more fulfilling lives, guided by the wisdom of our experiences and the boundless potential of our minds.